Hello? Hey, hey, hey. How we doing today? What's up, everybody? Let me look at my things. Make sure everything's right and how it should be. Yeah, yeah. Maybe trying to. No, I'm probably not gonna actually touch that instead. I was thinking about trying to turn down my music again, but then I remembered it doesn't normally go well when I mess with that. So we have a Nintendo Direct about to happen, which I'm really excited for. I'm going to ignore the chat because the chat is always toxic and fucking horrible, and we don't need that. Oh, and I. Yeah, let's get this sized properly. There we go. I've been doing some art today and some story writing. I still gotta finish actually one of my stories that I was doing for Yina. I gotta finish writing that. I got about like halfway through. And then just my computer started messing up, so I troubleshoot and then took a break from it. Just kind of relaxed a bit because it was just annoying to try to deal with. It's about to start though. Do we have any predictions? Any good ideas? What I'm hoping about from this Nintendo Direct is just like some new random games. Like some new small games that will just come out soon. Sorry about that, that was way too loud, even for me. Gonna mute that now. Oh shit, this actually is Fire Emblem. I could already tell immediately. People talking about like, people saying unrealistic things about like doing Fire Emblems. I mean, it's not a new game.
The cycle of this world
But
will not allow it to perish with you.
it's Three Houses, yeah, Dynasty Warriors. Alright, this I'm not super surprised about. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't played these ones, to be honest. Which I mean, they look fine.
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
But you know, it looks cool. It looks dope. I don't seem to have it doesn't look like I'd have much problem for it.
Now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again.
Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must.
June 24, 2022. Alright, so that's not too far.
Hello everyone. I'm
Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the trailer for the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes game. We hope you'll look forward to a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Let's see the first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
The Orange Star Nation needs you.
Oh wait, I know this game.
More intel on the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game.
Oh hell yeah, Advance Wars! I used to play this all the time at my grandma's house.
Commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is
Oh my god, I was not good at this game.
even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast-forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores in the
I don't remember like the commanders actually doing anything before though. I mean, it looks like they have abilities, but I don't remember them having abilities before.
Advance Wars 1+2
I don't know if that's like just a me thing though. Just like me not remembering.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
April 8th. That's actually really close to my birthday.
Explore an infinite universe.
Oh my god, is this?
In No Man's Sky,
Yeah.
every star is the light of a distant sun.
I thought the thing is like, is this gonna be No Man's Sky? And it fucking was.
This infinite procedural
Oh my god, I really can't believe this game is still going on.
extraordinary lands and creatures that have never been seen before and may never be seen again. To survive, you must craft your own tools and even your own place to live. In this living and breathing universe, trade convoys travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers. And the authorities are
Oh, did they finally actually add the pirates into the
your
game?
journey may be fraught with danger, and actions have consequences. Traitor, fighter, explorer. How will you live in this universe? No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch.
I mean, it's nice that they actually decided to release a game, unlike they did at launch. Oh, is this the tennis? Oh no, it's football? Oh my god. The Mad Lads are actually making a remake of like the football game. Okay, that's gotta be cheating. You're not allowed to like hands on the ball. This is football, Bowser. Come on.
Mario Strikers Battle League. Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5 sport like soccer that's way heavy on offense. Aim for goals by dribbling and passing to teammates, as well as by using tackles, items,
The purple suit. It's like, what is that?
rushing
Oh, and she's flying.
The main rule in this sport is to rule the field. Try to score more goals than your opponent.
Hey, Waluigi. At least Waluigi's there. I know people would like lose their shit if he wasn't.
Strategies. First, the gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance, but also
Oh, really?
stats like speed, strength, and pass accuracy. Customize as you see fit. Second, the Hyper Strike. To activate this shot, grab an orb when it appears on the field and charge it while your opponents are distracted. Hit the net and you'll score not 1, but 2 goals. Up to 8 players, 4 players on each team can compete against each other on one Nintendo Switch system.
Oh, but so
In addition to individual matches,
no. Okay.
play will have an
I was thinking that you'll have one AI
join an
still.
in-game club and compete for placement in the rankings. Up to 20 players can join a club.
That's
So create
interesting.
your own and invite friends and family to play alongside you, or join an existing
Elite
one owned
cheats.
by other players. Try to become the world's top club with items
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that they're actually doing clubs.
and hyper strikes. Anything goes on this field. Mario Strikers Battle League launches
June
on Nintendo
10th.
Switch, June 10th.
That's gonna be an interesting
Today
one.
on Nintendo eShop.
That was really not something that I was actually
Iteration of the
expecting.
Mario Strikers series is coming to Nintendo Switch. We hope you're excited for this anything goes battle soccer.
Of course, it's like when I no longer hear anyone talking about Mario Strikers, like the original that they did on like GameCube or whatever. Like, Splatoon. Oh, is this a Splat Run? Is this a not Splat Run, Salmon Run? Yes. The Splatoon zombie mode, basically. Uh-oh. What's this? Fish stick. Oh, that's an interesting one. Flipper flopper. Oh, you can pat. Oh, that's cool. That's gonna be really nice. His little crab robot. I think we saw that a little bit before in one of the other trailers. Oh, can you actually bank it in? Oh, nice. Oh yeah, that's right. The mammals are gonna be the main antagonist now. Oh my god, what is with that Seminoid? Next wave. And that's all the Splatoon 3 info we get.
That was the trailer for the co-op mode in the Splatoon 3 game.
God damn it.
Wave of Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings ink or swim? Splatoon 3 will launch this summer. We hope you'll look
Oh, this summer?
for updates.
I didn't know it was actually that soon.
Move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Hell yeah.
Fonzers at the ready.
Vanzes. So that means it's German based. At least German adjacent. Ah, yeah.
A full remake of the first Front Mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch.
Front mission?
In this tactical RPG,
Oh my god.
weaponized machines called Fonzers and lead your battalion to victory.
It's a tactics game.
Gain the upper hand in
I really did not expect it to be like that.
parts to destroy.
God, it's like...
Mix and match various weapons and parts to
Oh my god.
customize
It's like Final Fantasy Tactics with fucking...
Uncover the great storyline
Which is
of
like
this
Bex.
classic when Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this summer. And in the future, the sequel, Front Mission 2 Remake, will also launch on Nintendo Switch.
That's cool to know.
Get set for a high-octane Disney Pixar combat racer. From the creators of the Asphalt series comes rip-roaring racing action.
He said
from Disney and
asphalt.
Pixar's tracks. Race as a legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle for victory across the finish line.
Oh, that's right.
Choose
Okay.
Mickey Mouse for symphonic speed, Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan for explosive maneuvers. Each racer
Oh, wait,
also
is that
possesses
Mulan?
powerful ultimate skills,
I really thought that was Raya,
turning the
to be
tables
honest.
at the last second. Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game with new seasons added regularly. bringing
Oh
more
no,
exciting
not
Disney
free to
Pixar
play.
characters, circuits, karts, and more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
I really can't believe.
Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch.
It does not look like it's gonna be that amazing.
In this classic
Ah, yep.
adventure. As Darth Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating force powers and lightsaber combos.
I remember this
to
game.
hunt down Jedi masters on iconic planets. Upgrade abilities like Force Grip and Force Repulse, then combine them for even more destructive combos. Use button controls or opt for motion controls enhanced from the original Wii version. You can also duel locally with a friend to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi.
Yeah, these Star Wars games were like the closest I ever got to liking Star Wars, and even then I wasn't super impressed.
The complete saga of legendary assassin Ezio Auditore da Firenze awaits in 3 critically acclaimed Assassin's Creed games. Explore Renaissance Italy and 16th century Constantinople. Interact with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed across 3 games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for the Nintendo Switch system on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD Rumble, and optimized on-screen display. Assassin's Creed The Ezio Collection launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles. Strange incidents called breaks are occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and restore the proper time.
It's Gundam.
You'll lead 3 mobile suits in battle. Enhance each suit with parts to improve their power. You can also battle alongside friends in
That's all I have to say about this game. It's Gundam.
SD Gundam Battle Alliance launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Two worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Not Chrono Trigger though.
One fateful day, the
Chrono Trigger's probably already
protagonist
out,
wanders
isn't
into
it?
an alternate world.
Oh, it's one of those.
Somewhat resembles his home world.
I remember games like these,
How did this happen? What is this mysterious
like the Final Fantasy VII. Get the fuck out of here, Norton.
both worlds to unravel the story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany you and the endings that trigger will differ.
I'm going to delete
Number of
you.
improvements have been made to this
Freak the fuck
remaster,
up! Oh my god.
like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack.
Ability to turn
Plus,
out why?
Radical Dreamers, originally released on the Satellaview, is included.
I guess if it's like really annoying, just like having to backtrack all the time, but it's just like, it seems like such a weird thing to do to turn off enemy encounters.
Dashes and slashes its way onto Nintendo Switch April 7th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, the Kirby! The environments generally, like, not generally, genuinely look really good. Oh my god, the fur. Oh my god. What?
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization. To rescue the kidnapped Waddle Dees, Kirby sets off on a new adventure. Introducing Mouthful Mode.
Mouthful mode?
Inhale a car to zoom around.
That's just so... Why?
A vending machine to attack with juice cans. Or become a piercing cone. Mouthful Mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales. Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy abilities. Kirby can even weaponize a mouthful of water, like this.
It's Super Mario Sunshine!
Waddle Dee Town will continue
Oh
to
my
grow,
god.
and more resources will become available.
Oh, that's cool.
At Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved. Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks. They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful.
First, yes. Toy hammer.
Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms.
Ooh, that's actually really cool.
A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack? What are these enemies trying to do?
What are with the furries?
Kirby restore peace to this world?
Why is Kirby fighting furries now?
Switch system, March 25th.
And why did furries take over, like, New York City?
That was
It's so weird.
launching later next month. Please look forward to its release. Let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。
Oh
バ
my
ッタ
god.
ーの大谷翔平です。ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB 打者
Oh, this is really weird.
になりました。それではこちらをご覧ください。
I don't like this.
That's right, Otani-san. MLB The Show is coming to Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a single Joy-Con controller. With cross progression, you can also earn and use content on any platform where MLB The Show 22 is available. And take your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show 22 online matches on other consoles? No need to worry. You can invite them and play online. I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous. Sheesh.
Alright, well, so there's the meme filled in for the bingo card.
Full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here.
Oh, almost. Oh, come on.
Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC. Every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected.
Oh,
to the
cloud?
internet. Or get to know
No.
filled adventures alongside Sora, Donald, Goofy, and more for the first time in TV, tabletop, or handheld mode. Kingdom Hearts.
Get out of here with the fucking stupid cloud version. It's almost as bad as fucking NFTs.
Soars onto Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Each collection
I don't want to buy a shitty license. I want to buy the game.
available on Nintendo eShop.
Oh shit!
Coming to Nintendo Switch.
I almost just spit my drink out about that.
Levels. You'll run, jump, and hover while firing wind bullets to grab and throw enemies. Use each level surrounding.
Oh my god.
Also, Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series launches on Nintendo Switch July 8th.
I don't think I've heard of the first one, but I had not heard of
So
Kelowna
glad
2.
You're here.
Oh,
Come here.
the portal.
Either way,
Yeah.
you're in for and treat. And these
I wonder if there's anyone who hasn't played Portal at this
is
point.
your key to surviving imprisonment in a mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake? Still unconfirmed. You can pass through portals, and so can cubes, lasers, and robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes, and that part's no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo Switch this
God,
year.
Portal is really a good game, to be honest.
A classic comes alive.
God, I remember playing that on the orange box. What? This just looks like Octopath Traveler. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut.
Live Alive?
HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists
Okay.
and time periods.
I guess. To be fair, it did say previously, unreleased to anywhere outside of Japan.
The Wild West, a wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China, a kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan, a shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day, a martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future, a youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future, a newly built robot is swept up in a tragedy in space. What other stories are on the horizon?
You will repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Next up is this.
I mean, it was signed, I guess.
It's a new iteration of the Wii Sports series,
Ooh.
Nintendo Switch Sports.
Hey, tennis, let's go. Just make me think
Here
that.
are the sports included in the Nintendo Switch sports game. You might recognize these three from past Wii sports games. Tennis.
What are the models, man?
The Joy-Con controller at the right time.
I'm so used to the old models. It's just like, it's so unnerving to see that, man.
Little curve. And Chambara. Knock your opponent off the platform while attacking and defending. Plus, 3 additional sports are joining the lineup.
Volleyball.
Soccer. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays. Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers and shoot and perform diving headers.
It's just Rocket League, but with
By
running.
attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions. Badminton. Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand. Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con
There it is.
controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball. The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports.
Chamba.
Play against
It's like
friends
such a weird
online,
name for it.
or opt for random matchmaking.
Is that like sword
The more you
dueling or
win,
something?
the tougher the players you'll face. Try taking on this
Oh,
challenge.
so they have like a whole like ranking system. Can you like not?
To show you some gameplay,
I'm gonna have to
volleyball.
nuke that.
Mr. Takahashi! Oh, hello there, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi, I can see you're ready to play. All right, I'll play some volleyball online together with Mr. Koizumi. Do you have your wrist strap ready?
Yes, of course. I've got plenty of space around me as well.
They're really trying to make sure it's safety standards.
We'll be including some live commentary throughout our match.
Alright, we're doing this? Volleyball, a newly added sport in Nintendo Switch.
I don't know why they're doing
What
that.
do we expect today from the Takahashi?
No me's no purchase.
It's Koizumi to serve.
With
Takahashi up front.
yes.
We begin with Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react?
Silent
Takahashi
mode.
makes the block. Another one's coming. Koizumi saves it.
4 hours.
Set up in the air, and here comes the
Yes.
spike. The other team saves it in
Just
front
get
of
it out of my face for now. Get rid of some of these things I do not want to be
Didn't
open.
quite get it in time. All right, well, it's okay. It's okay. The game's not over. Now the other team serves. Koizumi receives it. Takahashi sets it up.
Come on.
Koizumi spikes, but it goes right toward the opponent. Here's another attack. Now's their chance. They get the ball, and with the setup from Koizumi, Takahashi scores. They got a point with that fierce spike.
It looks like the
That's
armies.
here.
After all, we were in the middle of a presentation. All right, I'll be leaving now.
That was an
What?
introduction to Nintendo Switch Sports.
Did he just like Dexter's laboratory out?
29th. We're planning a free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a Joy-Con controller and the leg strap accessory. You can use the accessory to play shootout mode at launch. In addition, we're also planning a second free update this fall that lets you enjoy
Ooh.
And now, a request to everyone. To help ensure that you can all enjoy playing online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects.
Hmm.
We'd definitely like to ask for your help with this. The online playtest
18.
will only be available for players with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership on the dates shown on screen. For those of you interested, please visit the official Nintendo website for more details.
So if you have the Nintendo Online membership, you can actually kind of get to play the game early.
That's all I have for now about
I wish I
Nintendo
could
Switch
stream my
Sports.
Switch. That'd be
I
cool.
hope you're looking forward to this game. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Get those taiko drumming skills ready. The latest Taiko no Tatsujin game is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Set in Omiko City, the sacred town for taiko drums, you'll strive to become a taiko master, along with brand new character Kumo-kyun. Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night.
They actually added Megalovania. Oh my god.
Of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's 76 songs total. Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy. Put on a live concert with up to 4 players in Danchan Band. Or face off against each other in Great Drum Toy War. Drum to your heart's content. When Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
It's too bad it's another game on the Switch that I won't be able to stream.
Over 500
Because I would like to be able to play rhythm games and stuff like that. Although I'm not the best. Oh my god, what are my eyes doing?
What's new with these Nintendo Switch games?
It's always that eye too.
The brand new tactical RPG game Triangle Strategy is almost here.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. I
Protagonist
remember that one.
Serenoa and his allies will be engulfed in the conflict among 3 nations. Your choices and conviction will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords shall be bound. I will never turn my back on the promise of a better world.
A new demo playable to the end of Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop later today. Save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased. More Cuphead action awaits in the paid DLC, Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course. Here, you'll explore a brand new Inkwell Isle, Defeat a bevy of new bosses with wild personalities and even wilder attacks. The clever Miss Chalice is a new playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her double jumps, rolling dodges, and more. Cuphead, the delicious last course, wallops its way onto Nintendo Switch June 30th.
I kind of can't believe they're still
A free
making
update is
new
coming to the
Cuphead stuff.
Metroid Dread game. All it takes is one hit. Even from this. Getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread Mode difficulty. Can you face this new challenge?
A one-hit KO mode.
And for players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty. This free update launches later today. A second free update in April will add a boss rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time.
Oh yeah, that fight. I remember that one.
Something's bound for
Remember
Nintendo
watching someone have to deal with that and just struggling. Well, there's the thing, isn't it? Nintendo nuked, was it Silver Gunner? Just for this reason. It's about fucking time, though. Honestly. Because this one wasn't even... No, it's the other one. It's the one with Lucas that was never available in English officially. This one was. Is that the first mother? Oh my god, this game looks like Undertale.
Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online later today.
So it's not even something that you have to buy, which is nice. I saw 2 Point Hospital, and I saw the Demon Slayer fighting game, as well as I think the new Nickelodeon one, Getsu Fumaden. Yep, this is the Demon Slayer one. Lego games, Lego Brawls? Alright. Oh, I think that's what I was seeing. There's 2 Point Campus. The other 2 Point game that I think is just recently come out. 2 Point Hospital might already be out.
Here's some news for Mario Kart fans. Many of you have been enjoying the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game since its launch in 2017. So, we've been working on remastering select courses from across the Mario Kart series, and we'll be releasing them as paid downloadable content. Please take a look at this trailer.
Coconut Mall? Right? Was Coconut Mall not already in? 8?
Paid DLC courses will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass.
It's kind of weird to do something when you haven't done anything for the game in like 5 years?
8 courses will be released
Fuck, man.
over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses we plan on releasing by the end of
Oh, and you have to buy each one separately or just buy the pass?
Coconut Mall,
Yep, it's Coconut Mall. Okay. So I was right on that.
Chaco Mountain,
How much is it?
Blur will be included in the first wave.
Oh, that's like the mobile game one.
You can play these courses locally and online. The first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster
$25?
March 18th. Pre-orders begin today.
That's a fucking ripoff.
You can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. With
I thought maybe 5 or 10.
expansion pack membership. Or
And they would do like $1.
Deluxe Booster Course Pass on its own.
I thought they would do $1 for each wave.
How was that? I hope you're looking forward to the additional courses in Mario Kart 8.
$25 for the whole fucking thing?
Will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
No, I'm not doing that. Not by a mile. It sucks that Coconut Mall wasn't in there to begin with.
And living to fight.
Cause like Coconut Mall is like one of the iconic ones. And it's yeah, I know it's 25 for the whole pass, but yeah, that's a fucking rip. That's a whole fucking rip off. Oh, is this the next Xenoblades?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
Yeah, this is like 100% the new Xenoblades.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that.
I still haven't even finished Chronicles.
Try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snapping little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
Sword march. The land pierced by a great sword.
Yeah, you can tell by the environmental design that it's 100% Xenoblades. And it kind of looked like the main character had like at least something that looked like the Madonna, I believe it's called. Yeah, his sword has a lot of similarities to it.
They must be erased without a trace.
It's not quite the Madonna, but Monado, I think actually, not Madonna. All I know about Xenoblade is that Jesus is a character. I don't know, maybe I've only played the first game and not very much of it. I know Shulk is in Smash Bros, and one of his skins is he just wears shorts, and that's it. Well, okay, shorts and sandals, and then that's it. He doesn't have a shirt on.
Hope you'll look forward to it. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh, is that it?
Thank you for watching.
Oh shit. Ah. Well, that was certainly something. I wouldn't say necessarily it was the best direct ever. There was certainly some interesting things, like near the beginning. Like, what was it? It was nice to see more Kirby. It was nice to see the salmon run for Splatoon 3. What was the thing that caught me off guard? I don't remember now. But, okay, hold on. Let me get my phone real quick. Oh my god, my dad sent me a meme. Alright. Oh yeah, the Striker game. That was like one of the things that I was just like, oh wow, they're really doing it. Kelowna was also one that I was not expecting. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I think it was like the Strikers one. It was like, oh shit! As soon as like everybody I know stops mentioning about fucking, it's like, hey, does anyone know about Mario Strikers? And then they go and fucking make a new one, and I'm just like, oh hey, look, it's a game that people would stop remembering about. All you had to do was stop talking, and they would make a new one. Oh my god, the new Wii Sports game. New Nintendo Sports game. That's gonna be something interesting. Alright. Let me change up my stream info. So I'm gonna do a little storytelling stream now. I'm just gonna update my stuff and put a thing out on Twitter about it. Switching over to the storytelling section. Cool. But now it's to work. Alright. So now, luckily, one of the biggest things that is nice about storytelling as a creative medium is that you don't need ever any kind of fancy program. All you need is basically a Google Docs. It's really nice to not have to deal with like artist things where you actually have, well, like the art program you have matters. Every single writing program is exactly the same. So it's pen and pencil. Or paper and pencil. So I want to show a little bit of the way that I think about when I write my stories and stuff like that, because people have been like pretty surprised how I'm able to come up with stories and stuff like that, and give these really detailed lore things. So I want to help out with that. So one of the first things that's nice to know is our character. All right, so I'm gonna write out some little bits of a character I wanna work on. So we're gonna have Alexander. I don't have more of a name for him. I'm just gonna call him Alexander. We're gonna have our boy Alex, or OC Alex, right here. Alright, and this is a character that I've had for a while. A cosmic dragon, very original. I know. It's never been done before. There is no such thing as a cosmic dragon in all of the VTubing space. They don't exist. Don't worry about it. Librarian. He's gonna be a book nerd. Hell yeah. And one of the things too is, so I normally also like to have some piece to make me think of like, oh, this is the kind of style of character that I'm going for. So something like Danslif is kind of what I'm gonna want to go for, of like how I'm imagining him visually. His clothes mostly, I would probably want him to be like a little bit more like actual blonde, like yellowy blonde, instead of like this more paler white, like cream color. So I'd probably have him like a brighter yellow. But I like the dark blues. I like the blacks. Take a sip of my soda. It's very nice, very very good aesthetic. I would also have him with glasses. That's another thing I would change. And he would of course have like horns and maybe like wings, because you know he's supposed to be like a dragon. All right. So we can just think of some general ideas. So I know one of the things that I wanted to come to have with him, things that are special, is that stars are libraries. So this was something that I wanted to make like an aspect of his character. As part of like every star is like a small collection of library or a small collection of books and stuff like that. Maybe all relating to like a specific section, or he has some way to like, you know, organize his books, of course, because you would want to have a structured situation. You wouldn't just want to have all your knowledge everywhere. Take another drink. Let's actually add some more physical characteristics. So he's gonna be tall, lean, glasses, horns, wings. What else should he have? He's gonna be quiet and reserved. I think these are all things that work very well. Yeah. So stars the libraries. Holder of knowledge, of course, because he's a librarian. Probably the aspect I was thinking of this is that because of course the reason why I named him Alexander is after the Great Library of Alexandria. Should of course be male cosmic. Let's just have that there. What else can we kind of work out about him? Oh yeah. Holder of knowledge. Has in possession all knowledge, but has issues remembering it all. So this is how you wiggle. This is how you make a wiggle room for when you forget shit or get shit wrong. I didn't Google it. I got one of my books and I made sure my answer was correct. Yeah, so one of the good things that when you're doing stories and stuff like that, you generally want to have like a fair bit of knowledge, or like be knowledgeable about things. So I am of course working with something that I can very easily do. I like learning. I really do. And I like reading, which is why I also like writing. Well, I mostly like writing. I like the storytelling. I don't particularly like writing. I'm not always that good at storytelling. I'm not good at telling long stories or big stories. I like short stories. But so this is a character that I can easily achieve for myself and represent because it is based off of things that I like. One thing that does really help is just doing like any bits of research of anything that you may find even slightly interesting. So like if you want to do say if you're like a mixed race, so you want to go for something like a character that would be based off of like Arabic or like Middle Eastern kind of lore. Well then, like, even though it's not necessarily super Middle Eastern, you know, just reading up on Egyptian gods and stuff like that is like super good. And like educating yourself on lots of Arabic mythologies and stuff like that, like Ifrit, I'm pretty sure is one of them, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not totally mistaken. Yeah, Ifrit. Yes, Islamic mythology. Okay. One of the fire demons, you know, they're Ifrit's like pretty. Hello, Yina. Love sign. Limited time only emote. What the fuck? I'm jealous. Where do you get these? I want them. Why are they limited time only? Yeah. So if you wanted to do something like kind of Middle Eastern, it's nice to look up things, and of course, studying from what's popular is a good jumping point to go from what's next. Yeah, we were watching the direct too. Yeah, you should have seen me when like Strikers came up, and I was like, oh shit, someone actually remembers this game. I thought it was forgotten now that all the YouTubers stopped making videos about it all the fucking time. Being like, oh, you remember that football game? You remember when Nintendo made a football game with Mario? Yeah. Yeah, so and hold on, I gotta make sure. Yes, okay. So like this was also like one of the reasons why I asked you a bunch a good couple of questions at least, you know. I was like, what are your inspirations for this concept? Are we going for a very traditional Western idea of gods, like from Rome, or should we delve into more Arabic mythology to fit closer to the concept of hyenas? And so I'll have to pull up. Let's pull up the rough drafts. I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place. No, you're fine. Yeah. No, I don't wanna expose that. That's on the shush now. But like so like the first two drafts I actually have a far more Roman style, Roman take on the gods and stuff like that. But in draft 3, it actually becomes like no draft 3 is more of like a Greek. Draft 4 is when I got more into like kind of traditionally how gods and stuff like that are in Arabic culture. Where a lot of them will just kind of be like weird supernatural animals. And then that's what like they worship or they praise. And you see a lot of that too with traditional like African religions. And like a lot of stuff like that. And they really started to go into humans as you as you took away, it seemed. As you got farther away from Africa. It's probably because we started gaining an ego about ourselves. We stopped living in a land where everything could fucking kill us so easily. So we started getting an ego about ourselves and made ourselves gods. I see, I still like all the drafts. It was so hard to choose. well, that's good at least. At least you think my work is good. I wonder. Do you think I could do writing commissions? You think anyone would pay for me to write them stories? That'd be really interesting if I could actually do that. It'd be cool. Okay. Alexander. Let's put that in parentheses too. Name based off Library of Alexandria. I don't know if I spelled that right. It's not giving me a thing, so I guess I did. Alright. So, a lot of him is going to be... I'm talking about writing. Luckily, writing is very different than speaking, because I know I can't speak grammatically correct, but I can write a lot better. Alright, anyway. It's very Greek-inspired, I believe, Alexandria is. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. I have to look this up, too. I have to make sure that I'm not fucking... Library of Alexandria. No, I don't want the burning. Egypt. I mean, that could have just been like where it was, which would be fair. It makes it very interesting, though. Probably ironic, though, that the great Library of Alexandria, on Earth, was burned to the ground, and all the knowledge inside it was lost. So now we have Alexander, or Alex, who puts all of his books inside stars to keep him safe. You know, your library was burned down to the ground. So what a better place to keep your books than in a giant ball of fire. Not quite fire, but plasma. But you know, it's close enough to where most people will be like, yeah. Alright, I think we can start. Is this smut? No, this is... What do you mean smut? How is this smut? Cam. The fuck? Alright, you want smut? I'll give you smut. I'll fucking give you some smut. You wanna get some smut now, bitch? I'm getting it. You ready? You ready, Cam? I'm gonna get fucking banned, but I don't give a shit. You ready for this? You ready for this? You're not ready for this. Ain't nobody ready for this. Shit. No, give me this. We getting banned today. On. There we go. Look at this. I drew this. What you think about it, Cam? Is this sufficient? Shut up. Yes. Yeah, I made you put on a suit and then I stole your hoodie. He got fucking played for a fool. Were we that in a hurry after we fought? Damn. I don't know, man. Would you have a sad face? I mean, I tried. I mean, I tried to give you a face that just like it's like you're dumb, but whatever. Okay. So anyway, you're dumb, but I love you. Yeah, that's the face that you're giving me. All right. So I think we could start the story though with burning of the great library Alexandria was a tremendous loss to human race. Spelled wrong. Yeah. Okay. I always do that. I always get confused with all the losses. So like yeah, so one of the things is like the reason why I was telling me this was grammatically weird was because the way that you would actually really say is the burning of the great library, Alexandria. Because Alexandria is the name of the library. So you would have this comma here pause, and then you have another pause, was a tremendous loss to the human race. So that's kind of what we want to do with that. The knowledge inside lost to all time. No, we don't okay. So I was gonna make the rookie mistake. And I stopped myself. So you don't want to start any sentence with a conjunction. So basically, if you want to try to remember what a conjunction is, just remember the song from Schoolhouse Rock. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up sentence. I don't actually remember all of it. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Is there a lyrics to it? Oh, there is a. Hooking up words and phrases and clauses. Yeah, so it's stuff like and, but, or. You don't want to start any sentence with the conjunction. So, a alternative to using but is however. However, it was foolish. It was foolish for humans. Okay, fix my spelling mistake for me. It was foolish for humans to think they had all the knowledge in the world already. I'm actually. I think one of the things that helps is that I'm actually like a really fast typer and I don't really have to look at my keyboard. It's like I can literally just look at chat or like my OBS and I can type pretty well. However, it was foolish for humans to think they had all the knowledge in the world already. Now the question is, should we have this as a inner monologue? where our character starts referring to himself. Or shall we do a thing? Don't need to look at your keyboard, you must work at the Champion of the Dead. I haven't played it. That'd be weird. I wonder if there's actually any place to play it. I probably would actually rock typing to the dead. Probably just go around and kill everything. Yeah. So we can do this as a monologue in first person, or we can do this as a monologue in third person. Pretty similar to the way that Dainsleff actually does most of his cutscenes in Genshin. If we do it as a third person kind of way, it will of course give a very different feel to our character's personality. So if we do it as if we start the next sentence with I, we can use that to make him sound very arrogant and like above humans, which he's already done in insulting. But if we do a third person, instead of arrogant and egotistical, we can make him come off as distant and uncaring. So yeah, he just insulted the human race, but not because he thinks he's better than humans. It's because he simply does not care. They are irrelevant. And the thing that he is looking down on us for is our own ego, thinking that we are so much when we are only one part of what exists in the universe. So I think, because I did put him as quiet and reserved, I think I want to go with third person kind of view, to make him come off less as arrogant, in my story. So, stars are the ones that hold this knowledge. With Alexander as its caretaker. See here. Cosmic dragon of the universe. He created the stars as a means of protection for this existences information. Alright, so I wanna make it some way. I don't wanna reuse universe. So I guess we're gonna look at the source. Universe source. The information in this cosmos. Alright, there we go. So, because it kind of like bores and bogs down your writing when you reuse the words too much, especially back to back. So you really want to be careful about that. which cosmic and cosmos is pretty close, but most people won't recognize it because it's used differently. So I should mostly be safe with that. But if I literally use universe and then universe again, that would be more of like a, you can see that. Alright, a cosmic dragon of the universe, he created the stars as a means of protection for the information in this cosmos. Simply hides away a library in each and every hides away a library in each and every one of them. No. That one's incorrect. Sometimes Google Docs would do that and stuff like that, where they would suggest a spelling or suggest a grammatical change, which will dramatically change the way that your writing can be perceived. So oftentimes you want to just be like, no, I'm correct. stand up to your software. Simply hides away in a library in each. He simply hides away a library in each. Okay, maybe I can actually take away. Simply hides a library in each and every one of them. Using the outer layer of heat to protect his precious books from debris and unwanted ne'er-do-wells. Yeah, let's throw out one of those terms. I gotta put it as ne'er-do-wells, but you know my spelling isn't really the best. Let's see here. He's found immense satisfaction curating his collection. However, when the universe why did you do two S's? Okay. He has found immense satisfaction curating his collection. However, when the universe was still young and close together, he had others to share what he had learned. Back in the early days of the Big Bang, of the aftermath of the Big Bang, there were others like him, all seeking out and learning what they could. As time aged on, the universe spread out and eventually left Alexander all alone. Nothing to do but continue on his collection. Let's start a new paragraph. He thought that maybe he could share some of this knowledge to the humans who had lived on Earth. But knowing their stories, it's not guarantee that he would be met with good faith. However, times have long since changed since those. And I'm trying to think of how to spell initial. Alright. So there's a life hack here. So I have my phone. Initial. Okay, thank you. Tails. New method to integrate with the humans had presented itself for his very eyes. Yeah, sure, let's just go with humans. A new method to integrate with humans had presented itself. Eyes. Yeah, it all seemed to happen so fast. Within a blink of his eye. But he sees this opportunity to teach what he can to those who would listen under the skies of hopping in on a new trend that was all over the world. Of course, this is pretty obvious where this is going. He became a VTuber. I could actually probably start the paragraph there and do a break like this, because it does kind of break away into something else over here. Where this sentence is more of a connector to where this starts and how this is all set up, and then we have the connector end, and then we have the connector to the first paragraph that leads into what the rest of this paragraph is. So if we then so I could actually take this and make this like a longer sentence about like him forging an identity and starting to stream, and then maybe make like a paragraph about his journey streaming and stuff like that. So it's really nice to have connector sentences like that when you go to a next paragraph. So, alright, so for instance, you would use this new boom of the internet and this character concept of live streaming to teach the world what he knew under the guise that himself the fictional character he created, a VTuber. And then I can continue many others. Creating his social medias and attempts to reach out to people who were just starting out like him. However, he could not pick up steam as soon as he would have liked. Yes, Tina? Can you send this to me? Yeah. This one? Why do you want this story? This is my character. do you want to read it? I mean, I guess I can't. I want to read all your story. I used to actually write poems a lot. It's like the idea of like, well, I got into rapping and to like try to write lyrics and stuff like that. I don't think I have most of my poems saved though, sadly. I mostly just kept my arts, and I let my poems fall to the wayside. Knowing about humans and their habits was different from understanding them, and as well as being one. I'm just gonna do this to make it look nicer with the next paragraph starts on the next page, and because it doesn't actually affect anything. not. You not thought that streaming would be as difficult. Humans who were able to grow rapidly despite starting near the same time he did, as well as many streamers with thousands of viewers all at the same time. Clearly, there was more than enough to go. Can I make art for this character? Sure, if you want. Like, I'm not sure if you were quite here for it, Yina, but I had said that my initial idea for this character was kind of like Dainsleif, like a tall, slender man with like a kind of mystical cape like this, but then he would have like dragon horns and like wings, and also he wears glasses. You gotta put in the glasses. I love it. I also said that he should probably be more like blonde. He would be a lot more blonder than like the silvery hair, or not silver, the palish hair that Dainsleif has. I'm drooling. Down bad, real bad. It was more than enough to go around. It was just about being able to attract the audience he seeked. I can't believe Genshin made a discount. Discount guy. Oh my god. Maybe simply the issue. I would be Yino without being down. I guess that's fair. Should I add that to the lore? Should I add that to your story that you just... It's in lore that your character is down bad all the fucking time. That'd be actually hilarious. I just imagine like it goes where it's just like Yina goes on an adventure, winds up through a portal, ends up in this world, sees a femboy, goes sir? No, not the end. You know what? Are you back? Oh man, that's like such a feels bad. I don't even have like ads to autoplay. I'm kind of surprised that it says that you have an autoplay. Okay, I'm back. I was saying just have it in your lore where it's like Yina goes on an adventure. She winds up in a portal, comes to this world, sees a femboy, immediately goes sir? Become streamer. That's you know. Simply the issue is his approach. How could he make could he make his teachings something that appealed more? Okay. Dear wife to him. The idea arrived to him nights later, when deep in slumber. So many people on the platform use it to share their forms of entertainment. Why not use those same pieces of media as a starting point of things to teach? Things to teach. So much of it is built off of around them. No matter how fantasy or fictitious. Ah, that's fine. No matter how fantasy or fictitious. Anything can be used as an example to be taught. Surely this idea will bear fruit. I used the wrong bear. Bear fruit. There we go. Alright, there we go. So that's mostly as far as I want to go with them. I don't quite want to make any I wanted to have it more of like the end where like as like a VTuber lore as opposed to be like an actual kind of story. I don't know how I want to go for like his future. Oh my god, my dad asked me to take the garbage out. How dare he? But I just wanted to use that as an example for I had a sentence that was just like, here's the end. He became a VTuber. That's the end of the story. You'll have to read a continuation later. It was like a to be continued. I took it to be continued into okay, I'm continuing. here's the continuation. And here's a paragraph all about his journey. Well, this is about this paragraph is all about his love of learning and his love of teaching, and this paragraph is all about a base knowledge of who he is and what he does. So that's kind of how I've broken this up. So I broke this up into little bits of information, and honestly, I probably could really like divide this up into a what are they called? Oh, what was the things? Those things that you used to get all the time in school. I got them all the time. I don't know if other people can. I think it was actually part of my IEP that I had to get them because they did help. To be fair, like the writing prompts, where they would the outlines. Do you guys remember when you used to get outlines in schools and stuff like that when you had to do essays? So where it would be like intro, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and then conclusion. So normally when you're doing a story, you want to take a paragraph. You want to make sure that your paragraphs all represent one continuous aspect of what you're talking about, and you start a new paragraph when you're kind of changing form. So that's how you want to take that. I think I want to be right back, and I'm gonna get a drink. My dad does want me to take the garbage out to the garbage. But then we can write, and then we can try to write a character ourselves. Because of course I'm giving you an example of a character that I've already thought a good bit about. But yeah, I'll be right back. So get to thinking about ideas. Okay. Yeah, let's put that over there. Luckily, I was able to ask my dad to give me a second before I go and do before I take the garbage out to the curb. I'll do it after I finish this. I'll be able to. So, what ideas for a character do we have that we want to make? Oh shit. I always do that. I'm sorry. I was trying to fix my shirt. My hand slipped when I had my collar, and I just freaking whacked. I freaking whacked my mic. Alright. People in chat, what do we think? What kind of character do we want to make? Do we want to make a guy? Do we want to make a girl? Do we want to try to make a non-binary character? I do have some made-up fantasy races that I've talked to one of my friends before. Well, not one of my friends, actually. He's not my friend. He's my little brother. Because my little brother actually likes story writing a lot, too. So, I've given him some ideas for, like... Ooh. Okay. I've given him some ideas for fantasy races and stuff like that. Which, of course, I mean, like, I'm the one that told him, so... I have every right to use them. I think one of the main things is that some of them are very visual based, so I'd have to like really describe them. Which I did realize. I never fucking did that. I never did that in my story. To be fair, I do have it there. But also, I do have... This would be like... The idea for this would be like a VTuber. So I would have already had a ref sheet made. And or something. So we would be telling the story when you would have already have seen the character. So you would already have known what he looked like. Or while there would be visuals that would show. Because I've also realized that, to be fair, I'm not done with Enos. But I haven't done that with Enos either. I haven't really described the Ina herself. Let's see here. Maybe I can ask someone for an idea. Okay, he's offline. Damn it. Yeah, that's that senpai. Senpai. Quick. Ideas for a character. I'm just like, senpai, quick, give me some ideas for a character. I need it for stream. Oh. Let's see. What's up? Male or female? or non-binary? So in that option too. Cause non-binary characters could always be interesting too. Like characters who may not have actual biological sex. Me a few in a maybe female? You think we should write a female? Alright. We can write a female. And do we want to have this quite fantasy, or do we want to have this like cyberpunk, steampunk, like future? We could do like a female robot. We could do like a female alien. Is she gonna be from another planet? Maybe she's just like maybe she's from this planet and she's from she's just like a different race. Or maybe she's like an animal person like me. Maybe robot? You think we should go for a female robot? Alright. Alright, so that's supposed to tell us what we're going for. Female robot. Alright, so what are some things we can add to this? So, things normally associated with robots would probably be like intelligence, a kind of monotonedness, where because they don't monotonous. No, I like monotonous more. The not just with like, of course, the voice, but also with like personality wise and stuff like that, because it would all have to be programmed in. So what do we want? Ooh, what would have been her initial purpose? She could be a science hand. She could have been done for she could have been made for physical work. She could have been we could make a sex bot. I don't know if we want to make a sex bot. I mean, you probably want to make a sex bot, but I'm not sure if I want to make a sex bot. We could make her used to doing physical labor, and then we can have an excuse to think up and design a what's it? Like a big thighed, big muscle, tall robot lady. Make her a murder bot. Damn. Yeah, the fuck, the lip bite. All right, I'm gonna do I'm gonna put it in quotation marks because she is a robot. Buff murder bot. All right. So we're gonna have a yandere serial killer bitch, who's a robot. Let's have her from the future. So she's not currently in the future. She's actually from the future. She's gone back in time because everyone is dead. Alright, hold on. I gotta get signed. Let's see if this works. So, why am I doing like that? Because that's probably not gonna work. See if this works. Hell yeah! Because everyone is dead. Sunglass emoji. You got some stuff you need to take care of? Well, thank you for coming by, Lofa. I hope you have a good day. Take care of your shit. Alright, so she's come back from the future because everyone is dead and very lonely. Very lonely girl. My Nina baby, hi Yoko! How you doing? We're doing some story writing. I'm teaching everyone how to write stories. So currently we're making a character with chat. I'm gonna look for a bit. I'm gonna do some Discord stuff, okay? Okay, that's fine, Nina. We're gonna set this up. Maybe Yoko can help me set some stuff up too, with this. Yoko, what are your thoughts? What should we add to this girl? We have a female robot who is intelligent. She has a bit of monotoneness because of course she's a robot. These are two things that like I had to put down because they're associated with robots and stuff like that. But also chat added that she's buff. We wanted a buff mommy. And she's a murderer. She likes to murder people. So she's iconic. And then I added from the future because everyone is dead. She was very lonely. So what do you think, Yoko? I'm gonna put in parentheses yandere. Very, very yandere. Smart. It's like, I swear to God, Cam, I'm gonna fucking stab you. Jesus Christ. Is she programmed as a Murderbot or is she a free will? That's the question. Do we want to have her as a Murderbot or do we want to have her as free will? If she's done it of free will, then what was her initial purpose? Cam, you almost spit my drink out. Well, that could be. This could be the reason. She's very yandere. She's just a fuck. Just because you're a robot doesn't mean you aren't a fucking crazy bitch. Well, it's. Oh, you did say even if you heal. It was just it's like, can I be in the story? And I'm like, Cam, I'm writing about a fucking robot who murders people. Why do you want to be in the story? Why do you... Like, this is a bad story to be in. This is not a story all about puppies and shit. You can murder. I'll have her crush your head between her thighs. Will that make you happy, Cam? I can be the fan favorite that Kaizen hates on you for cutting me off. Alright. So we want to say that she's infected by a virus. So what do we want to have her initially? What do we want to have her initial job? So we have her as like buff, so that she would appear strong. So what kind of purpose would be good? Do we think? What kind of physically demanding strength or physically demanding job could we have for a robot lady? We could have something like construction work. We could have a lumberjack robot. That'd be an interesting kind of thing. The nature and the future. What is this? Oh, that was yes. Oh my fucking God, Cam. Yes, when I asked you to go to the VTuber prom, I did mean Cam. I did actually mean. That's why I made the 3D model. It's because there was supposed to be a thing where you go into VR chat with people, and that's why I made the 3D model so I could be in VR chat with you because you have a VR model. So all you have to do is upload it. I didn't think it was a real whole thing. Yes, it's a real whole thing. Cam, why are you dumb? We're making stories, senpai. Yes, I'm also dying from his stupidity, but we're thinking of a character right now to do for a story. Dude, I thought it was no! God fucking Okay, you know what? I'm asking Fate. Clearly, because I'm such a joke to you. I'm go ask. Why do you think I just said yes so easily? You didn't ask me. What do you mean I didn't ask you properly? I did ask you properly and you fucking ghosted me, you bitch. And then I complained in your chat that you wouldn't answer your fucking DMs, so I'm just like, Cam, you want to go to VTuber? You didn't do a whole thing. I'm gonna break your legs. Like, I don't know, write it with bullets or so. What do you mean bullets? It just said you were online, so I didn't know if you were doing anything or if you were busy. Alright. Anyway, Senpai. Mr. Insane. So we're writing stories and we're trying to think of a character. We're trying to think of a new character that we can write a story for. So we got a female robot. I put down intelligence and monotoneness because those are two traits that I associate with robots. But then we also made her a buff mommy MILF murder bot. She is in present day from the future because everyone in the future is dead. So Cam, stop, please. Yina being down bad is already bad enough. Thank you for following Totally Not a Fanboy. Thank you for becoming part of the pack. You're a packmate now. Yay! Packmate! I don't think that's a fanboy. Yeah, probably not. He's from my brother's stream last night, isn't he? Well, I guess I should say they. I know sometimes fanboys will actually go by like they, them, or she, her pronouns. Who's your brother? Nimbus Igubus. I think I saw you follow him last night. Because I was watching his stream. Last night or so. Yeah! Yeah, I remember! Yeah, he's my VTuber brother. We have the same model, Papa. I was in the chat for like a good while of it. I just wasn't feeling the best constantly, so I wasn't super active in chat like I normally am. Yeah, so let's see her. From the future, because everyone is dead. She's very lonely, very yandere. Infected by a virus, so she's not quite herself. Any context about the world release for making your character? Yoko banning the bot. Well, that's the thing. We're gonna make the world. This is a whole new character that we are just like creating, and we got to think of what we want to do for it. Oh yeah, that's true. People probably can't see the messages in chat. I just see Yoko sniping some bots like in my chat. Just the messages pop up. Yeah. So I guess this is mostly the way that I'm thinking about this currently, and had the idea to write this. Was like she's gonna be like a VTuber. So we have to somehow set her up to be like right now, in this time. So she's gonna be from like distant Earth, and now she is present Earth. No, not Adept W. Whatever will we do without him? No. Gotta protect my hyena, baby. Yeah. I think the main thing is, how do we start my PC? No. I think the main thing we want to do, the main thing we're looking for now, is what was her initial purpose. Because her initial purpose was not that she was supposed to be a serial murderer. That was something that happened later, that transpired later. But what is something that we would need a buff bot for? Let me see. We can just look up physically demanding jobs that pay well. Miner, stonemason, registered nurse. Interesting. We could make her a chiropractor. A boxer? You want to get beat up by this robot lady? Just bam bam. Yes, I do. Okay, we can put that down. That she was a boxer. But now she. Now it just makes me think of the Rock'em Sock'em robots. I hope her head. I hope her head does the thing. It'd be such a funny idea, cause since this is the idea of like we're making it for a VTuber thing, it's just her head pops up if she gets beat up, like herself. That'd be really funny. Alright, and lastly, we would need like a name, really, which sadly, it takes me. I can normally come up with some really good ones, but they will take me a little bit. So I probably could like do one of those robot anagrams that turn into like a normal sounding name. But I don't quite have that brain power right now. I'm trying to think of just a name we can give her. What's a name that we can give her? The only thing I can think of is Jenny, and that's because of my life was as a teenage robot. I just keep thinking of Jenny. Take a drink. So what do we want to give her a name? What's a good name? Let's see. I can look up tough. They spell it right. Tough female names. Why is dog the first one that comes up? We could do Amelia. German origin. The name means hardworking. It's just one of the first ones I saw. Let's go with Amelia. Since the name doesn't entirely matter at the moment. Amelia. Wait, let's put that up here. Okay. Yeah. we can start this off by admitting it's a cliche. Like every classic sci-fi story. The world becomes a vast, desolate area. Animal life dying out to leave only plants and fungi to claim the land that humans once took for themselves. No, that's definitely not. Remnants. Last remnants. Being buildings and a few special automatrons. Automatrons that could keep themselves running. Exist they, but little mattered. The continuation of her programming was hard on one. Formerly a professional boxer, in the final days of life, formerly a professional boxer, the final days of life. In the final days of life and civilization, she had contracted a virus that, while may not have caused the loss of life completely, did cause her suffer first. Before the great Armageddon. I don't know how to spell Armageddon. Happened. Spell that right? Doesn't have any problems with it, so yes I did. Alright. I'm gonna bring this down. Alright, so I can start a new paragraph with that, and we can go in a little bit about that. She spent the final days of knowing humans, bringing them to their ends. Something within her messing up her protocols and causing her to seek out human companionship when she had often been uninterested and relieving her partners of their lives. All right. that's how we're phrasing it in a very cold and kind of callous way, in a very like, in a very careful and like, unassuming way. Cause of course, to a robot, one that wouldn't necessarily have like the understanding of feelings and stuff like that, as we are making her out to be. She wouldn't quite see it as just like, it's like, oh, I'm a crazy psychopathic murderer bitch, like kind of thing. So we got to be careful about like making sure that we try to represent what she's doing in a very cold and like quite unassuming way, but in a way that makes it clear what she's actually doing. And yeah, sometimes something within her messing up a protocol. Zero. It's 2 weeks before the event. 2 long weeks she had suffered oh thank you, Bald, for the follow. I was pretty deep in thought right there. I was putting my hand on my heart for that. That scared me. Hello, Bald Pro. Thank you for following. Thank you for becoming part of the pack. You're a pack mate now. Yay, pack mate. We are currently writing a story about a female robot murderer. That is the character that chat helped me come up with. Too long weeks she had suffered. Fighting for control back. Should we do every ounce? What if we do every liter? Instead of like every ounce of her new. The band Rogue Girl. No, not the Rogue Girl. Don't you know, Yoko? You never split the party. Yeah, just like anytime I see that pop up. Wanted to regain control, but part of the overwrite system was blocking a reboot. Cleric's in the back to keep the fighters going hardy. The wizard in the middle where he can shed some light, and you never let that damn thief out of sight. I just know the chorus, because I can barely understand them when they're actually singing the song. once it had happened, and humanity was gone, it brought no joy. No longer was there a reason to fight, and so the program took over. Now roaming the empty streets of and exploring the desolate buildings of what once was the Oh shit! Oh, Ashley Whiskey! Thank you for rating! Hello everyone! I am Kusu Kusu Monster, and I am a stand-up comedian hyena. Homework stream. Homework? Oh, I guess kinda. I am Kusu Kusu Monster. I'm a stand-up comedian hyena, and currently what we are doing I am actually doing a stream. Yeah, thank you, Yoko. Yoko's no. Get rated. Okay. What we're doing right now is we're doing a like a storytelling stream. I've been giving people ideas, like tips and stuff like that, how to improve their storytelling and how to write lore and stuff like that, because I knew a bunch of my friends didn't quite know how to write stories. So I gave an example. I wrote the story out for a character I already had, and then me and chat made kind of like a new character so I could show them, you know, what I could come up with, this kind of story I could come up with for a character that, you know, I hadn't thought about before, that I hadn't really made. Thank you, by the way, Yellow Oboe, and Medyuzu for following. You are now part of the pack. Welcome to the pack mates. All right, let me drop my M&Ms. Taking a sip. And yes, apparently I've gotten rated. And thank you for coming over, Ashley. Yeah, luckily it's not actually homework. Oh my god. the tail. The snip tail. Yeah, it's Oboe. Don't worry, the name has been stumping people for 15 years. Yeah, I was guessing it as much as there was Oboe, but I wasn't quite sure. I haven't seen Oboe like spelled out in so long. Yeah, so our current character that we are working a story for is a female robot who our current name for her is Amelia. In case I can't think of a way to avoid writing her name, which so far we have not. We transcribed some traits to her, which is intelligence, monotoneness, so she's not quite super expressive. Oh my god, Yuzu subbing. I see you, Yuzu. We also have a buff because we gotta have that MILF. We gotta have that MILF mommy. And she's also a murder bot, which is wonderful. She's from the future because everyone is dead, so she's traveled back in time. Yeah, Audrey was definitely here first. To use as there was. She's very lonely and very yandere. She will kill you. And she is infected by a virus, so she doesn't quite act like how she used to be. And her original job was she was a boxer. So that's the character that we have so far. Yeah, look at my little look at my little smug emote. I think. No, okay. I was gonna say I think at this point Noxus is the only person who had used emotes not from my that I didn't make. But no, Yuzu also did the Griffin, the Peter Griffin one. Audrey, you are originally when I met you, you were Neko Beto, and I met you during a Genshin stream. I remember it too. The first time that you popped in chat, it was just like I was on the Inazuma Islands, next to the I don't know what it was called, but I was doing the quest to clear up some of the. Oh no, it wasn't to clear up. It was to check out. It was the daily quest that I gotta do for the checking up on the furnace. And you've mostly stayed around since then, even though I have not played a lot of Genshin. It seems follower was worth it. Yes. Well, you know, chat always likes little milfs. It's gotta be the nerdy boys, femboys, or milfs. That's what you gotta go for. I sadly don't remember how long ago that was. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You're the one that's Alex. Well, it's just because Audrey's the one that's first. I'm the back half of the name. You're the conductor. Because I normally tend to take the bit that I call by from the first part instead of the second part. Although it depends. Like I would probably call yellow oboe yellow instead of oboe. And the only reason why I call med yuzu is because I always hear people call him yuzu. I just put my significant other first. I guess that's fair. We actually made a character earlier, Alex. We made Alexander, who was a cosmic dragon librarian, and we based his name off the library of Alexandria. So that's why his name was Alex. I will give access to this Google story. This Google Docs. Probably not for editing. I'll just have it like visible. But in case anyone wants to read the stories later on, I'll have that visible. So where are we? Now we're in the empty streets and exploring the desolate buildings of what once was the shit. Oh no. I had fancy words all lined up and now I can't remember what they were. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna do a redo and an edit. Now I'm in the empty streets. Alright, so we're gonna go with D because we're referring to our character here, our main character. How should we identify them by? Is the question. What kind of fancy words from my vocabulary must I muster? The program sought out more victims to claim not understanding the situation at hand. It took a long time for the information to register. See, my girlfriend's school email makes her name look like Heirloom. That's weird. Took a long time for the information to register. And when it did, it was clear something needed to be done. With all the time in the world to experiment and no one to stop her from claiming necessary resources, she had built a time machine. Don't ask how. We're just going off our accounts are first initial, last name, student idea. Oh yeah, I have stuff like that too. And that's what my school email was like when I went to university, like where I live. I went for like a year. Luckily the passwords were not the birth dates. Nothing like that hackable. It was a little bit more secure than that. Yeah, I would hope so. That's a really bad. That's not a good password to have. I just hope it's I just hope it's better than the birth date, which to be fair, it's pretty easy to beat the birth date password. Plus they allow us to be able to change our own passwords. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna skip over just like the ideal method of like just building a time machine. It's whatever. It's for the plot reasons. Because we don't have a good excuse and we need it for plot. So it wasn't student idea, it was the last 4 digits of student ID. Okay, yeah. Now existing in present day. She uses what tools she has to lure in her victims. Be wary. Just like end the line with like a caution note. Spelled androids and hours. And be wary of androids offering a good time. The price for it may be your life. Yeah, that's what I hate Grammarly. I hate Grammarly so much. Cause it screams at me that things are incorrect. And it's like, no, that's right. Don't even give me that. I'm not taking it. I used Grammarly for like an hour and a half before I deleted it because it was so awful. Grammarly is just the worst. Maybe it's good if you are just like not like even remotely a writer, because Grammarly does not give a shit about writing style. It really, really doesn't, and it makes me so annoyed. Because some stuff is redundant, and commas aren't necessary when they are used for comma and. Oh, you mean like Oxford commas? I would say it depends how you structure it, which you can structure in a way where you won't need it. Sometimes you won't need it. Sometimes, for clarity's sake, it'd be better to have it. But it all depends on the situation. Is my personal take on the Oxford comma. I mean, it's basically a stylistic choice of how you want to present a piece. It's kind of like telling someone, they're not allowed to use the shade of red because the shade of red is ugly or something. It's like, just let them use the shade of red, man. It don't matter. If the piece comes out ugly, the piece comes out ugly. They made it, though. Alright. I think that's kind of what I have for this. This is very much something that, like, I'm not gonna use Times New Roman 12-point font. I like writing in 14, and then normally I will go back through and then switch to 12. Just because me personally, I find this hard to see. So I like writing in 14 just because for me it's easier to see it. And I do Arial. Arial's just a basic. Times New Roman tends to make it like a good bit smaller too. Like, I know it looks really fancy, but it does not help me see it. So I like doing Arial. Arial at 14. You like consolas? You have that? I don't think I do. I have Comic Sans. You want Comic Sans? Let's go, Comic Sans. Alright. Hey, look, Merryweather. I got the VTuber font now. Okay, anyway, let's stop messing with the fonts. Yeah, so so because I do like this story, because of course, like, I've actually put more effort into I can't read cursive. All right, I guess. Okay, I'll mess with the font just one more time. Cedarville. I have Cavett. I do not have Cedarville. It looks like. I do not have many here. I have permanent marker. Oh my god, that font. What is that font? Alright. Because I've worked on this first story. I've like worked it out, at least in my head, even if I haven't had it in writing. I've worked through it a lot better, so I can point out some things for you, such as using your paragraphs to each represent different aspects of your story. So we're gonna highlight all of these, and then I'm gonna go through them and show them. So this first paragraph is all about. Oh wait, I can do. Add comment. Right. This first one is set up and background information. And then we have here lead up and transition into current story. And then here we have current struggle and obstacle to overcome. Alright. Why is that won't launch? So I'm gonna. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. I see. I haven't actually used this comment tool. My chest is cramped. Oh no, that's not good. I actually had that earlier when I was trying to like do a song. I went to lay down, my chest cramped. Oh no, that's not good. That's very much not good. There's another cursive font called Good Vibes. See if I have that one. I do not. I have Pacifico. I have Pignon. I cannot read that. I cannot read that. I don't drink milk that much. I used to drink a lot of milk. I drank a lot of milk when I was young. And I have strong bones. When people hit me, they often go ow. And I laugh at them. Because it's really fucking funny that they hurt themselves trying to hit me. It's the best. Okay. So, so one of the things that I also wanted to share was that, with my paragraphs, I often like to do connecting sentences. Which I'm sure is something that you probably did learn in school. And they do make a world of difference when you, especially when you're doing storytelling. So, for instance, we have here, he has found immense satisfaction curating his collection. However, when the universe was still young and close together, he had others to share what he had learned. Back in the early days of the aftermath of the Big Bang, there were others like him, all seeking out and learning what they could. As time aged on, the universe spread out and eventually left Alexander all alone, with nothing to do but continue on his collection. So you see how like it's like even though this is like set up and I mean even the first sentence of this one is still kind of background information. A lot of this leads up to his a lot of this is lead up, and instead of personal information, kind of an understanding of why now in the third paragraph he struggles. You think about writing novels? Well then luckily you gained some tips. You get some tips from me. I'm not quite good at writing novels, per se. I'm not good at the fluff, but I can write short stories. That's why I kind of title it more of storytelling. Because I'm not a very like big or long writer. I'm very much I like my points. I like my directness. I like to keep it short and sweet. Because my novels end up unfinished on their way. Yeah, I mean, when you're working on something really big, that tends to happen. You gotta think about your project. It's based on ongoing events in your life. Maybe a short story would help with that more. Maybe just like a regular story instead of a novel. Like, it doesn't, not everything has to be a novel. Some things can just be a story, some things can just be a short story. Yeah, but we have here with the struggle of him picking up streaming as a VTuber and trying to become popular because it wasn't as easy as he initially thought it would be. So this was all set up to like have you understand like why he would then struggle with this, why someone like him would care. Write good songs? I wish I wrote good songs. I have no idea how to even start songwriting. I've tried before and I don't get it. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Hopefully I will be able to write songs someday. Hopefully I'll like figure out how to like kind of push through it and start writing things. Cuz I do want to write I want to write and I want to put out original songs like as a VTuber. I think that would be great. But of course we'll see. Yes. Understand what we're doing. But yeah, of course, like always, like a good tip to kind of have is to like try to write what you like. So I started off not trying to rhyme, but now it's just turned all into rhyming. Luckily myself, I'm good at coming up with rhymes, and I have been into poetry writing. So I feel like that is something that would translate, or at least help with songwriting. But you know, I just have no idea how I'm gonna pair it up with music and shit like that. I have no idea about musical composition and like how I should like continue that to turn into a song. I'm sure I'll figure out something. Yeah. So my last tip about storytelling and story writing is it's okay to just write what you know and write what you like. The things that you are going to find the easiest to write about are the things that you like. You will write more and you will write better the more you're invested into it yourself. And luckily, the better it will come out because people will be able to see that you were invested in what you yourself wrote and will be invested in return. People really can feel like when you put your heart into something and when you yourself actually like and care about something. So write what you know, write what you like. If you read a lot of horror stuff, you'll probably be rather good at horror because you're subconsciously understand like how people write their books and stuff like that just from reading so many. Personally, I'm not super into sci-fi or horror myself, so that's why I struggled a little bit. I feel like honestly with me a little bit is gotta be nice to myself when I was doing the story about a robot, because I don't read sci-fi stories. I mean, I start out with making fun of them. it can kind of be obvious from there. I'm a little bit more. What's it? I'm a little bit more used to like mythological tales and fantasy tales, so you'll see me writing that most often. Turning back time only to find that I'm some sort of mime. Got the attention I deserve. Right to love me for who I am, feeling so high and then bam. Good person. I'm not a good person to be around. I don't think that's true, Alex. I like having you around. I like being able to talk to you, and I enjoy whenever I get to see you. Literally all the time I move around because I'm like, I keep track of when like you and others like join my chat, and I'm just like, okay, move my streams around a little bit, see if I can get them to come more often, because I want to see you again. It's been fun, but now we've got to go. But before I go and hit the road, I gotta know, when can I see you again? Alright. Who we got? I think I want to raid someone because I'm mostly out of material. And I think I know who we're gonna go raid, who we're gonna go see. I have a friend named Milk who's currently on. She's really cool. She's a lot of fun to hang out and talk to. So we can go see her. She's a cow alien VTuber. Let's see, Omega Milk. And she is currently playing the I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator, which is wonderful. I'm sure that's going to be a treat. So, what is it? Hopefully, yeah, I was going to say hopefully I can see you again, but then it just made me think of the song and when can I see you again? Let's see here. I'm trying to pull up my own schedule because I'm playing later, like it's gonna be, if you're in the US, it's gonna be tomorrow, no matter where you are in the US at least. At 3 a.m. I'm gonna be playing some Ruined King. And after that, at 10 p.m., which this is in Eastern Standard Time, so 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ruined King, a League of Legends story. And then 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be playing some Apex Legends. Because the new season's out, and I haven't played any of it yet, and I want to do more of the ranked, because I've barely done any ranked. But for now, let's go. Let's go raid Milk and give her love, of course.